for the day of 543 for the 20th of August, and some conclusion. As I mentioned, on Sundays or weekends there's lesser reports from Riber, so as a result we don't really have a lot of details in terms of the fighting. So we largely depends on the Russian Defense Ministry, Ukrainian Defense Ministry, and then of course the vague information coming from pro-Ukrainian sources. And it seems like the Ukrainians are continue their very straightforward plan. There is this attack, in this direction in the Robotine Verbove region. This target is towards Tokmak and probably Melitopol in the future. And then of course there is an attack in the Vertical Novosibirsk sector in the Uruzhane Staromayorsky region. This one they can actually head towards Berdyansk, or they can go for Mariupol and smash some of these newly built housing, because they look too colorful. It's not very Ukrainish. Yeah, so everything must be blue and yellow. So so yeah, those are too colorful. Wrong color. Anyway, otherwise we don't have any much interesting information. Okay, at the Klishchiivka region, if you go to the DPA's Telegram channel, you will see that I posted a video of an attack in the northern part of Klishchiivka. Allegedly, I'm not sure, but it's most likely correct. There is a Russian force attacking in this direction, and then they got bombarded, and then the entire offensive force seems to be destroyed. So the curious thing is that it's in this direction, and it's along the high ground in the northern part of Klishchiivka, and they're going along the forest line, and it just feels weird in some way because of our mapping. Because based on our mapping, these positions are Ukrainian. The Russians are actually on this side of the forest instead of on this side of the forest. So that brings into question if this area here is actually under Ukrainian or not under Ukrainian. And the thing that when they were going down this forest line, they got bombarded and they got destroyed. You can see that there's a heavy entrenchment around here. This is pre-war. So not sure what exactly happened. I saw some explosion in this area here as the attack goes on. It looks like the tanks fired at these positions, but then all of this got destroyed. Largely they can't even reach the defense line. So it's a very, very unusual attack, the angle of attack. So anyway, it's just interesting, to see, but of course people die in that video, so so it's not that interesting. Rest in peace. And the Ukrainians seems to be doing the counter attack over at Klishchiivka and Andreevka. We shall see whether this sustained effort. And then everything else seems to be really pointless, except at Kupiansk. At Kupiansk, the Russian forces continue their offensive over at the Sinkivka Veshana region, and there's an interesting information of the fighting at Klishchiivka. I think this is still ongoing, and Riber invalidated this information about Ukrainian withdrawing from Sinkivka, which actually makes sense. So let's see how this goes. The Russians are pushing really slowly. The way how Russians do offensive is very slow, so they are very risk adverse, I guess, after I just mentioned that they do a tank rush. So I'm not sure. So this is the Kupiansk front, and that's it. And congratulations for the F-16s. Looking forward to seeing them in the Ukraine war, and want to see how F-16s are under the Ukrainians, how they would use it. And of course, drone strike so far away from Ukraine is definitely really very interesting. There are also other drone strikes from the Ukrainians which I did not report. Multiple drone strikes were attacking Bryansk region, Kursk, Belgorod, and then also at Moscow. But because all these are not attacking train stations, or they are not attacking air bases, so I don't report them, because it's pointless, it's meaningless, it doesn't change anything on the front line. So anyway, yeah, this is the summary, and thank you for watching. Do press the like button, subscribe as usual. Do subscribe, and I'll see you in the next update.